Charlsie and welcome back to my kitchen. A couple of weeks ago I made hamburgers with cloudy bread buns that I actually purchased from Publix. And I'm like, these can't be that hard to make. So I have found a recipe that we're gonna try together. So we're gonna cook this together and just see how they turn out. So let's go over what you'll need. You're gonna need 4 eggs separated. So I've got the yolks and the whites. You do need a mixer. You don't have to have a KitchenAid. You could do a handheld, but I'm gonna go ahead and put the whites right in here because we're gonna fluff those up. You need a half a teaspoon of cream of tartar. So you're gonna add that to the whites. I can't wait to see if these come out great. And what we'll do is we'll go ahead and start letting these fluff up. So it's going to be kind of loud. Let me tell you the other ingredients. 2 ounces of cream cheese, and this is softened. I've got some Redmond salt. And then you can add whatever seasonings that you want, or you can just leave them plain. So if you wanted to do, I was thinking everything but the bagel would be awesome in these, or even some Italian seasoning. So we've got a lot of options, but I'm going to go ahead and turn this on and let it whip, and then I'll show you what that looks like. So you can see that the whites are getting really firm, and that's what you want. I'll show you what that looks like. There we go. And I'm going to transfer these to a separate bowl, and then we'll do something with the yolks and the cream cheese. All right, take your 2 ounces of cream cheese and add them to your mixing bowl. I didn't clean it because this is all going together. And then I'm going to do 1/4 of a teaspoon of Redmond salt. And the 4 yolks. Let me scrape the bowl, and we'll go again because I need this to be completely smooth before I fold in the whites. What do y'all think? I think I'm going to add just a little pinch of garlic powder in here, just for some flavor. So I'm just going to do, this is my garlic powder, just a shake or 2. All right, for the sake of the meringue or the egg whites, I'm going to just pour this over it, this yolk mixture. That garlic smells good. I don't know about y'all, but after going on carnivore, I do miss buns. Like if we're having burgers or sliders or something. And so when I discovered the cloudies, I was like, oh, let's try it. So I'm just going to gently fold. I don't want to flatten out the whites too much. Oh, and preheat your oven, sorry. You need to preheat your oven to 300. I'm just going to gently mix this up. And then we're going to take a 1/4 cup measuring cup, and I'm going to lay these out on parchment lined trays. So let me just move this mixer out of the way and I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, so I've got my 1/4 cup measuring cup. This is what I make burgers with, and that's about a 4-inch ring, and you kind of need something like that. You don't have to have it, but you want to make them circular. So that's a generous 1/4 cup. I'm going to go down, put this down, and then it looks like I'm going to need to just spread it out a little bit. And I might use a spoon for this, I don't know. These are not very thick. It's kind of like when we make the cottage cheese little baked chip things. So they can be pretty thin. All right, so I've developed a little technique to share with you. So I did spray my ring with avocado oil. You could use bacon lard, whatever you have handy if you don't want any avocado. And then just take one of my handy teaspoons that I used for tasting and spread it out so we get a nice little circle. So this is going to make at least a dozen, maybe more. And I'm going to tell you, I paid about $8 for, I think, 6 or 8 of them at Publix. So this is definitely a much more affordable option, especially since the price of eggs is continuing to drop, which is very exciting for all of us carnivores that depend on them. I mean, y'all eat 3 eggs every day. So I needed it to come down. So these look lovely. We're going to put them in a 300-degree oven for 18 to 20 minutes. And y'all know, if you cooked with me at all, it'll probably take 20 minutes in my oven. So they are beautiful. I'm just going to kind of flatten this peaks out a little bit so that it cooks evenly. Looks great. So I will show you what they look like in about 20 minutes. All right, folks, this looks like a winner. Here's our little cloudy bread, all ready for sliders or hamburgers or turkey sandwich or chicken, whatever you want, or you can just eat them alone. So this is basically how they looked when I bought them at Publix. They're in the frozen food section. So just kind of want to show you, hopefully this is cool enough. They're very light. That's what they look like on the bottom. And they don't stick, which I love. And they can store in your refrigerator for a couple of days, because I don't know about you, but I couldn't eat all of these in one sitting. So you can just make them last for a couple of days and have burgers and that kind of thing. Or like I said, eat them as a snack alone. So if you like this kind of thing, give me a thumbs up. Be sure and subscribe to the channel. Leave your comments below about going carnivore or keto. And do you miss bread like I do? I do a little bit, but this has certainly filled the gap for me. So I'll see you again soon. Thanks.